what? Oh, I was like, I don't follow Chad Michael Murray on Twitter, but it's like fucking promoted tweet to me.
Miku. Oh, hello. Oh god, my throat.
Uh-oh.
Like, hello.
We're going to the high road.
I was just going to say, where do we go? This is Strand. Too bad I didn't get...
We went to Luca, right?
Set our sphere recorder to record the Luca broadcast. Our sphere recorder. Look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Oh my god.
Pain. As long as she enjoys being bossed around, I guess it's okay. Who? Oh, Shelinda. Shelinda. Me, you know. Not Guado Salem.
It's too loud. I have to turn it down.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm so proud of you.
Oh.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
So we should switch. We're not going to do it, but like, theoretically. Okay. Could switch headphones. Wild Chocobo case. There's a girl looking for chocobos on the high route. I'm not picking up any treasure spheres, but you think it's worth a look? No, but I guess we're going to go.
I was gonna say yes! I was gonna say yes! I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Before helping Kelly,
Consultable. You're like, I am
something off the menu. Enter the high road via the airship navigation map. Entering at the Albed Travel Agency. Go inside.
Okay.
Just as a young woman is walking out. Follow her out of the shop
I'm sorry, but you won't be able to go chocobo riding.
to the cliff's edge.
Oh, this girl.
I see. Sorry to bother you.
Oh,
She reminds me of, I don't know the show, but some Nickelodeon show. I feel like there was like a young black girl that had that
oh,
voice.
it's 100% Susie Carmichael from Rugrats.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that like the kid that like joined the gang? Or was she always there? Was there an Asian girl that was new?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
To all of it.
Yeah.
Susie is like a neighbor who moves in.
You aren't Lady Unibite.
Sorry.
And it's definitely her.
Okay.
And then Kimmy is Chucky's stepsister. They go to fucking Reptile Land in Tokyo and he meets...
Is that like the movie?
Yeah, well, it's like the second movie.
And does the movie become, like, are there episodes after that?
Yeah,
where she's in
yeah.
it? Okay, becomes the new canon.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Alright, love that.
Any chance?
I am.
I am.
Oh, I am.
I don't suppose you remember me, do you?
Her voice is cute. It doesn't matter what I say. You'll still tell me who you are.
That's right. You really do remember.
So, in my opinion, there is zero chance that Yuna would ever remember her because she was
Remember
one
Kelly?
girl we just
We
saw
met her 2 years
walking
Yeah.
around on the high road.
High road.
I don't think we
Just
really.
walking
Girl that
around.
was so looking forward to the calm.
Yeah, I don't think.
What are you doing here?
I think she's more.
Came to ride a chocobo.
Yeah, I think
Wanted to ride one for as long as I can remember.
if Yuna was to remember her, it would be more so that, like, she really remembered talking to this little girl, and the little girl was like, can you, like, do you think you'll be able to bring the comms? So, like, you know, my
Yeah.
family and I will be safe. And Yuna was like, yes. And that probably, like, stuck with her. That's the only reason she would ever remember this girl.
You don't see too many chocobos these days. Everybody rides hovers.
Yeah. On top of that, I hear there's a chocobo hunting fiend prowling around.
Again?
This isn't a very good place for poor little chocobos anymore.
Maybe
Are
they're
they
gone for good.
endangered?
Help me.
I'm a choco.
That's how they sound. I voiced them. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's how they sound.
Cho?
Joe?
It's a chocobo!
Well, don't scream at it. Want to help Callie catch the chocobo? No, but I guess I'm gonna have to. I'm sure I have to say, of course. Look at her lose it. She'll lose it as long as I want
I
her
mean,
to.
I assume if you say yes, it won't, like launch you into it, right?
It might.
It says prior to speaking... Oh, wait.
Whoops.
Prior to speaking with her at the cliff's edge, complete any side quest obligations in the area, such as the publicity and matrimony quests. Also, raid the treasure chest and claim all the items. Once you capture the chocobo and rescue Callie from a tough opponent, certain areas of Mihen will become inaccessible.
Oh.
I mean, if you say no, see what happens.
I guess I did just save.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, talk to Kelly if you change your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Perfect. There's like she's here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But it doesn't tell you about that, right? Like it doesn't. Does it talk about the other stuff? It might not.
I mean, it lists all the items in the Mihan here. Like all the items
let me
are
take a
here.
look. Let me see like what's worth anything.
But it's talking about like they were suggesting you do the thing. Those things where you have to go and talk around to people and raise the notoriety of like the like
which I
team
guess
that we
haven't
chose.
been doing.
Yeah, and talk to women about that random boy.
Yeah. Oh god, this game.
It's kind of fucking annoying, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if we're able to 100% it just because of that BS. You just, it's all business with you.
Yeah.
I actually wish we didn't walk this way. Well, okay, where would there be... Let me go in here first.
Yeah, like low-key, like don't care, but...
Alright, what do you got? No, the Machina's watching me. Publicity. How am I supposed to know? Take to the air. Open air. What do we see? Open air. Open air. Get your air on. Oh, that's 30 pounds with open air. Yee.
See you at open air, yes? I can't.
Probably like...
Should I look it up?
I guess you could. I guess I could too. Let's take a moment. In Chapter 2, you must do the 2 people inside the travel agency last, or some of the others will become unreachable. Oh my god. Alright, so let me...
Oh,
Here,
these?
this guide that I have...
Uh-huh.
Gives you everything. And it tells
Okay,
you...
send it to me. For just the matrimony or for the publicity?
For both of them.
Oh, good.
They're like both PR quests.
What is it? What page is it?
Here, I'll link it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I love our reconnaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it will be fine.
Is it this IGN one?
It's this Steam one. They just have like a nice chart. So it'll like the first number of choices will be like in the dashes, and then so like for the PR it's dashes, and then for the bride it's parentheses. Okay. Cliff. Okay, so we're gonna go down.
Wow, there were so many things we could have done in chapter 1 that like we just...
I know.
Oh, but it says same as chapter 1 for like Besaid and Kilika
Yeah, so
and
I think
Luca.
it's fine.
Are we in the Mihan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here to south, I think. Okay, so right now... Okay, we're at agency. So I think this will take me to south end.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
That's fine.
Oh shit, I fucked it up for me. Can you...
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Just rest it, like, in the bowl. Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So wait, so this is central. Okay, so lady...
Here, I've got it open, so...
Okay.
Ah!
What, the Machina coming?
Yeah. Is it gonna hurt you?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's doing some errand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Alright, what was I gonna tell you?
I don't know.
These boys are big. They got fat asses and they're here.
Oh my god.
Alright, everyone, alright. Bird. Oh, okay. Well, I can kill the bird. She's so funny. He's dead. The way they die when they're stopped and they just disappear. She didn't kill it? Wow.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, boom.
I watched my first video from that guy, Philosophy Tube. Have you seen his?
I have, yes, but I have not
Right
watched.
where it hurts.
Yeah, so I've seen him around, but the first one where I was like, oh, I should watch that was he did this video on like philosophy of anime, and I was like, oh, okay. And I think at that time I was like, yeah, but like, who's that? And then I see him interacting with like ContraPoints, and I think he's so who's this? He's
Hold
next
on.
to a hover.
It's a man?
Yeah. He might not be listed. He might just want me to write a hover.
Man, a dead end? Old Road South?
So I'm at Central.
You're at Central. Hold on. This is hard. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Central. Man next to hover.
So the publicity is probably all I can do.
Yeah, the second option.
Okay, take to the air. Open air. They seem totally pumped. Yeah, that's the best. Alright, cool. I'm assuming I can't do matchmaking, right?
No, you're only talk to women.
Okay.
Plus, this doesn't give me an option to do the matchmaking thing, so.
Okay. But yeah, so it's so interesting because I was like, the video that I watched...
Mindfucker.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I said it really weird.
Was the episode he did where the title was like like men abuse, like suicide, or like whatever, like it had like a really heavy like title. Oh my god, I love your fart. And I was like, I don't know why I was like, this I will watch. Oh, I know why, because
Bird just went like a yoink and did nothing.
I watched it because I think literally like ContraPoints was like, hey, I love this. Or it was ContraPoints or Cat Black. I don't know. The Cabal.
Yeah. Of left trans tube.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, I guess I'll like watch that then. And it was very good. He's very interesting. Like, he seems to blend like scripted stuff that is also personal, and there's some like he is like kind of low-key acting. Like it's not like, I think his videos are different. Like he has some where they kind of like, they do remind me of like ContraPoint stuff where it's like dramatique, you know, and there's like set design and costume design. But this one was
cool.
Yeah, this one was very toned down, and he was just like acting.
Elementary.
Love that. Is that for elementals? Yeah.
Oh. Everything was going to the beat for like 10 seconds, and it was weirding me out. By the way, it was like their movements and everything.
Oh shit, I love that. Like the idol bouncing and like all the attacks.
No, yeah, like the attacks, like the music went like no, 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 and like somebody went like pew, pew, pew,
Oh,
and I was
shit,
like,
I love
what the
that.
fuck?
Yes.
And then it just like kept going, or maybe, you know, when like you kind of bias your brain to like make it work, but
Yeah.
like the first notes were like
her
natural.
tits jiggle when she slides her sword into her shoulder slot.
They do always when I slide my sword into my shoulder slot.
A treasure chest. You scored holy water. 3 holy rubies.
Look at that machina.
Who's our next victim?
It's just only one more, and it's a woman next to a sled machine
Okay.
in the south.
Get moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have a mosquito bite on my foot, and I'm itching it.
Get out of here, kid. You bother me.
She's so fucking funny. It was really good and like really poignant.
Good.
Yeah, he was like talking about personal experience while like he had this really good he had this rhythm. And it seemed to me also, I'm trying to remember, I feel like he must have made cuts, but it seemed, I'd have to watch it again and pay attention to it, but it seemed like he did it all in one take, which seems impossible to me, but maybe he did. Where he had this really good rhythm of like he would be like quoting a philosopher, like, and then would be like talking about his personal experience.
Sorry, there was like a sound getting like louder in my earbud,
I'm sorry, Queen.
and then like the Nazgul attacked.
Magical. And like and then like a joke, and he would just have it like constantly like, I don't know, like woven together
Oh, that's
in like a
nice.
cool way. Yeah. That kept it like really compelling. Okay,
This
Cool.
one's got your name on it.
so I liked it. Yeah. And
A man,
like, I
who,
wanted,
a man who isn't boring to listen to.
yeah. And he basically, his whole video was like, I'm going to talk about what it was like for me to have like an abusive partner as a man because men don't talk about it enough. And the more that we talk about it, the more resources men have. So I'm just going to talk about it. And I was like, work. Love that. It's very true.
With a female partner.
Yes. Yeah. Which I think is also, you know, something that men don't talk about.
Oh, right in the kisser.
Yeah, it was, and it was really sad. Like, it was like, he was really vulnerable, which was good. But it was, like, interesting because there was, like, a meta quality to it because, like, he, like, was acting and it was, like, scripted. So, like, there was a moment where, like,
Nice work.
he was really, like, admitting and, like, talking about basically, like, I was like, not to spoil it, as if it's, like, you know, a M. Night Shyamalan film or...
You walked backwards. If you just walked forward, you wouldn't have hit these two.
Oh, I know. Well, it was.
I mean,
had to
I
check,
don't know
yeah.
anything, but
Um,
they're glittering.
I know they're casting. They're like,
They're casting together.
they're what's that? They're colluding.
Conspiring.
Yes. Yeah, it was like, you know, oh, my girlfriend wasn't abusive. She just did this. Sure, she did this and that, and it was like fine. And then I guess she did this. And she also did that. And then she did this. And, you know, like, it got, like, really,
Yeah.
like, real.
Yeah, totally.
And, like, in, like, a meta way, it was really, really compelling watching him, like, the line became blurred between what was scripted, like, and theatrical acting, and then him, like, genuinely, like, talking about this very personal thing that happened to him. It was really neat to watch. And then he did, like, he, like, had that moment and then, like, let you, like, breathe by having, like, the camera, like, pan around his room. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm assuming not all of his videos are that, like, heavy and personal. But I want to watch more of them. I really liked it. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, in my head,
Get out of here, kid.
I've
Bother me.
always been, like, as a woman, I've always been, like, philosophy tube, and, you know, he's leftist and probably talks about cool stuff. And in my brain, I'm always like, yeah, but he's, like, a man.
Yeah, well.
So, like, do I need that? And, like, I liked, like, when I asked for it, I liked getting his, like, masculine perspective.
yeah, totally.
And I liked that he was very, like, honest about it and, like, very transparent and, like, not taking himself too seriously also. Like, he was, like, talking, it was so interesting. He was, like, talking about, like, something, and he was, like laughing it off, like, yeah, because, like, I have this weird complex where, like, I like to feel just like a big man. And, like, you know, like, things like that. And I was like, yeah.
All right, hand it over.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds like good,
eyes on me.
like, accessible male content.
Yeah.
Like, I find, like, men and like, especially, like, men on YouTube, like, sitting in front of a camera explaining things, like, very just inaccessible for me.
Yes.
So that sounds really awesome, and we should watch some videos together.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't get any MP. These guys might not have any MP for her.
Yeah, that's definitely been, like, on our mind recently.
I guess she'll just steal then.
I find similarly, I've found a channel that is run by
What if she does
two,
that?
I believe, two men. And it's called Screened.
Freeze.
I can't remember. I think it's like I can't remember if it's like Screen D or like Screened, like ED. I don't
Oh.
remember. Maybe I can let me look it up just so I say the right thing. And their channel, they do they're not on camera, but they do like movie analytic videos, like directors and like genres and like just a whole different types of things. Like I've just been really enjoying their horror movie like analyses.
Yeah.
Like I for the longest time, because I'll do this all the time, something will get suggested to me, and oh, let me see what she needs to. Oh wait, that's not anyone. Never mind.
Her?
Right?
She's by a sled.
Oh, I thought she didn't. I thought you didn't have like an option.
Oh no.
For publicity, it's the 4th option.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Machina walking by and it's spooking me.
And then matchmaking.
It is the 2nd one.
Okay. Alright. So let's go down to the south. There's a chest there, but I don't care enough to encounter a battle to get it. I'm sure it's fine. A reminder to future Petra to find these links. Links to these channels, and I can give it to you guys. It is screened like just the normal word screened. Okay.
And I like do believe that they are not white men, if that enhances anybody's interest in watching this channel. Oh, I just closed it. I should have like looked at the videos.
Oh.
Whatever. The one that got me into it that I had like put in my like watch later list, like, you know, a month or like 2 ago, because it got like suggested to me, was this video they did about Guillermo del Toro and how he uses violence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is so interesting. You should totally watch that video, everybody out there. If you like violence and Guillermo del Toro. If you like violence. Whatever. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And their videos always make me like really want to watch the movies that are in them.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because they like really analyze them in cool ways. They had like a really cool video about Hereditary. They have a lot of cool videos on horror movies, and I just watched one because I'm not like so into the other ones that they do. They did one on like cosmic horror, which did a lot of with Annihilation that I liked. And then
like you watched that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There, like that video. That Machina. Go. Oh, he taking a rest. Never mind.
Machina.
Are we on the south end of this now?
I believe so.
Okay. After. Okay. But yeah, I just watched one on Korean horror, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And made me watch.
Because they was telling you about Train to Busan, right?
Yeah, it made me want to watch Train to Busan. Well, it really made me want to watch The Wailing, but they took that off Netflix. But I did watch Train to Busan, which slapped so hard.
Yeah.
I
believe it.
I feel like I'm like the last person on the planet to watch Train to Busan or something. Like I remember, like, you know.
Oh, when it was like a big thing.
It came out and then like I don't know. I think maybe when it was put on Netflix, like people were like, "This movie is good," and I was like, "Okay, someday I'll watch it." But it's good.
Yeah, I believe that. From what you were telling me, because my thing with horror movies is like, I'm not into horror as its own genre, but I'm into horror when they like do stuff with it.
Oh, totally. And
so it needs to have like a cool like characters or like a cool idea or plot.
Yeah. And it really did. I mean, like I feel like half of Train to Busan was like,
so this guy by these 2 Machina?
South End?
Yeah. Oh, I can't publicize. I think I'm in South End, right? Yeah, South.
Okay.
But he may not be here because I can't interact with him.
Yeah, because it doesn't mention anyone standing next to Machina.
Okay. Yes. I know, I can't trust those all bad. Or maybe there's like another area. I think there's like one more south area.
Okay. I'm gonna fart though.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just kind of to wrap up what I was saying. I don't know if I finished my thought. That it's like half like really interesting, like well shot and like different, like horror zombie movie because it takes place like on a train.
Wow, she fucked
And
up.
then also the other half is like emotional, like like trajectory of like a handful of characters, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really good. And that's like, if you go and watch that movie, well, if you watch the movie, but also if you watch the video that I was talking about,
Yeah. By like Screen.
yeah, they talk about like why and how like Korean movies, horror movies in particular, I mean, like why they are like that and how they like affect how they do like emotion and the feeling of like fear and despair like differently than like American or other movies, I guess, not just American.
Yeah.
Other horror movies. And those guys are really good. I'm pretty sure they're scripted because they're very like well researched and like thought through.
Yeah.
But they're very like, I find they're like nice to listen to, and like they're just very thoughtful and like you know, it's kind of sometimes those videos where it's like it's thoughts that you've like had that then somebody else like helps like put together for you.
Yeah,
and
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Reminds me of I guess I haven't done it in a while. I should go back to it. There are two, I think they're like a couple. There are two trans YouTubers that will like analyze anime. And every anime that I watch, because it's like my brain. Okay. I like them enough where I'll watch videos that they put out of like anime I don't really care about or I haven't seen before, but like when they talk about it, it makes me want to watch it.
Yeah. I like that. I like when somebody's video can make me want to go watch like all the movies in it. Like I totally want to watch every Korean horror movie they talked about in that video, you know? Or like I want to go watch like well, I always am in a constant state of wanting to watch Del Toro's movies.
Yeah. I believe that.
I would watch any of them at any moment.
Alright, there's a guy here. He's standing by himself.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. The third option.
Open air. Get your air on. I'm totally pumped. That's chest. I think if I go down here, I can hit the save sphere and go back to the ship, and then when I come back, I'll be at the travel agency again.
Okay.
So I'll do that. Okay.
There's two more women in the south end.
Yeah. Will this get him? I don't know if it will. If it is specifically for him.
Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet.
Pain.
Another point that I keep, this thought that I keep kind of like rattling around in my brain is, like at the risk of like being like serious or like being like I don't think divisive, but to certain people. There was some post going around where people talking about ContraPoints, and I don't remember, but it was like they did or said something, and basically there are people that are like, yeah, well, she's canceled.
Recently?
Yes. It must not have, okay, it must not have been anything like that I personally, like it really bothered me, because I don't remember what it was. But when I watch stuff now, I mean, I feel like we've always talked about this. Like, I feel like personally, I've gone through this journey, and I think as like a culture on the internet, we're going through this journey of like when you're really critically thinking about like social issues and like marginalized people and like different viewpoints and like language and things, you start with like this really like severe and strong like knee-jerk reaction to things, that are problematic or that don't align like with the way, you know, that you think like things should be talked about. And over time, like, and that's a good thing because like you are thinking about things now. And I think over time, it's not that softens, but like that like gauge in your brain like matures.
Totally.
And so you start picking your battles and you start being able to weigh the good and the bad and thinking to yourself, is this content or content creator like absolute garbage? You know, like I had a perfect word and it's gone.
Yeah, like fascist scum.
Yeah.
Or
you know,
like, yeah.
Or is there at least something at worth?
Yeah.
Of worth here? And so like my thing with ContraPoints is like, I don't know how much of the things that she said that I've like really disagreed with, but I, you know, Elise and I have like a mutual trans friend where like there's videos that she's made where like our other trans femme like hasn't. She's been like, that's an interesting take. And my thing, like with her, but also with other people in general, I don't know. I went around this and it didn't matter because I thought there'd be someone here.
What's that little square? Oh, just chilling there.
It's just a.
What's
this
that?
bush?
Oh.
It's the square. This bush is the square.
He's like, I'm back.
Yeah, and so from my perspective, like, Natalie has been trans for like 1 minute, and I don't expect her to like perfectly have like a broad and nuanced like understanding of like the spectrum of all trans femme experience, and to like, you know, like things that
and I think she tries to be. She tries to be open about that.
Yeah,
or at
I
least
think
in
she
a couple
does.
videos, she's definitely been like, "Now this isn't like your experience, but it is mine."
Yeah. And I think like, I mean, I guess it would depend. Like, if Natalie ever did or said something that really, really bothered me, and like I wouldn't be able to handle her content. But like, in my opinion, like the work that ContraPoints is doing, like in the grand scheme of things, is very important work. And like, even if there comes a day where like, I don't know, you know, like my
Like never heard them say that altogether.
Yeah, like my trans politics or whatever like really moves on from hers, and like she's not useful to me anymore. Like she will still, like her content will still be like super educational to so many different people that I would find it hard to like write her off. And that's kind of how I was thinking with like this guy, like going into it, where I'm like, okay. And like I had no problem with anything that he was saying, and like I really don't know anything about him. This I think he's just Philosopher Tube. It's just his name. Oh, my poor brain can't do all this at the same time.
Yeah. Well, let me take over then.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say like, yeah. I mean, I can think of like one or two like YouTubers that like I follow, you know, like on Twitter, who like they say things and I'm like, they're not, I guess like it's maybe like a little different, but it's like in the same vein. Like they say stuff that like to me, I'm like, I don't know, that's like a weird view to have on that, or like that's like a weird opinion about a movie or something, you know. But like I'm not like, okay, canceled or something.
Yeah.
Like just because I don't agree.
This is a little embarrassing.
Like it's one thing if somebody was like, you know, non-binary people don't exist.
Yeah, right.
You know,
had a whole video about that.
Yeah,
or like a conversation about it.
Versus like, I don't, you know, something vaguely problematic, like I don't understand non-binary or something. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You know, or like, you know, opinions, personal opinions or whatever. Like that's like, it's not. Just depending on how severe they are. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, I know what you're trying to say, and I agree. It's like,
Pain has like a really weird gun right now or something.
No, she's got a weird gun.
Yeah, it's like it's freaky.
Yeah. Is it freaky?
No, it's just like weird.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like laser weird gun.
Yeah, it's got the weird things.
Yeah.
Which I think was them trying to kind of do special effects PS2 era.
Uh-huh.
And then her gun is cool. It has all these like Yevon like seals on it. She can't fucking
They need
kill
to
this
learn
thing?
how to like wear pants that are where
Why
pants are
can't
supposed
she heal?
to be.
Was
Your
she
name on it.
silenced? Okay, good. I knew he would kill it, so I'm really glad that I fucking snuck this in. Okay. But yeah, and like, I wanted to say that, have a conversation too, because like, I try and like, and I know that we both do this. Like, if I ever talk about a YouTuber, like, it's whether it's either like I say it directly or it's implied, like that I endorse them to some extent because like, I don't know, like as if like we are the one safe, we are like your guides on the internet, or we're the one like queer femme like space on the internet.
Like we would never intentionally recommend somebody who then you went and like watched a video of theirs and they said something like really personally offensive to you, and then you were like, why the fuck did
you
Hex
bring me
Code
here?
Girls like recommend this? Like, you know, if that does happen to you, like just know that we like seriously were not doing it like because we were just ignoring that or whatever. Like it either was something that like isn't in our like critical sphere, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because of
our privilege.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of any other way to phrase
like
it.
any plethora of reasons, like our experience, our privilege.
I
I guess
hit
it's
the
kind of
wrong
the same thing. Why did everything go like green?
I know, because she blinded everyone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that offered her nothing.
She's like, that offered me nothing.
This one's got your name on it.
Let's do this. So yeah, like I watched one philosophy tube video. So that's all I you know, I don't know.
Totally.
And like at least mentioned, I don't remember what he was talking about, but like love you. Love that. She farted.
I don't know why so many times tonight.
I was like, and you didn't have Taco Bell. I did.
Yeah, I know.
Not a single toot.
The lard gnar did it to me.
So what is
Thai food.
Okay. No, I love it. My thought's gone.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Because I farted it away.
I also
Oh my God, today-
I know kind of why. What? Okay.
Today my sister came into my room and we were talking, and then she just turns and like parts her ass cheeks and let out like an like just like this silent like puff of air. Like little, and it was so fucking funny. Like just like pulled one cheek. So fucking funny. Holy like, just shit. Like mid like conversation. I love her.
Then why did it end on her? She didn't do it. She's like, I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry that I derailed the conversation.
No, it's perfect. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Two women.
So the both of these. Okay. So talk to the lady in white first.
This one?
Yeah, just so I.
Okay.
Yeah. The second one.
Take to the air. Open air. Very pumped. Matchmaking.
The fifth one.
Do you believe in destiny? She seems really excited. Okay. And then Miss.
Yeah. They're both the first options.
Okay. Fun awaits you at open air. They seem totally pumped. Find your better half. She seems really excited. Is that everyone here?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit the save. When I can, I'll hit the save sphere. Thank God we had things to say, because we just did a lot of running around.
Yeah, because then it's like
on the plains.
Agency area, and then the new road north, and then North End, and then Old Road areas.
For the Old Town Road.
Wow, I laughed like
I
a
love
demon.
you. I love you.
Cantus Fimus, or like, what the fuck?
Like Cantus Fermus. Oh. Cantus Fermus. The way I said that.
Time malahulta.
I use what I have.
I use what I have. Love her. Yeah, because
sing along?
I also talked about all that because I was going to talk about Kathy Griffin.
Yeah?
Because she it's like I don't know everything about her. I know based on like I looked in comments of something like of a video, like a YouTube video she was in, and her being one, a comedian, and two, like a cis like white woman, I'm sure she has a dirty past.
Yeah.
But I really liked listening to her talk about like her tweeting that photo of, you know, Trump, that Trump head, the not Trump head, and like something that is like within her First Amendment right to like do, that wasn't illegal in any way, like has literally like has been proven and has been said that like there was nothing illegal about it. Let me do this save file. And how like her entire life was ruined like by like a governmental, like, you know, like have you heard anything about it, or do I have to tell you about it?
I don't actually know the repercussions that happened. Or...
Okay. It like the day it was like posted, like the CIA like or FBI like they were like, are you a terrorist? Are you working with ISIS?
Oh my
and
god!
They like she was put like on a no-fly list. Like pulled from everything.
Really?
Yeah, like tabloids were like...
Is this an episode, by the way, after you finish this thought? Okay.
Yeah, she's like a terrorist and like this and that.
Oh my god.
And so like a number of networks are like, no, and like we'll never work with you again. And like a whole, like her career, in quotation marks, is ruined because this
like
happened...
slashed in half, at least. Yeah.
Like I say that like in quotation marks because like that happened in 2017. And she's like
Where
funded.
are you going?
I'm going up here.
Don't you need to go to the travel agency?
Are there people up on the road though that I have to hit first? Because I think the guide said that I have to hit those too.
It lists them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it lists the agency before like the rest.
But that's in chapter 1.
Oh, you're...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's the same in chapter 2, except they want you to do those two. I don't know why. Like what that would mean, but
you're
for
totally
whatever reason, yeah. Because she funded herself like her tour that she's been doing, which is basically, I'm pretty sure her touring, and I think she's probably done stuff in the U.S., but at least it started with she's like, all right, I'll just tour everywhere like outside of the U.S. then.
Okay, love that.
And a film, like a documentary about the whole thing.
Oh, really?
And so because of it, she's turned very, I mean, I guess she's always been very political, but like her act, like as a stand-up comedian has always been about like celebrities and this and that, you know, because that's like what people want to hear comedy about. Which like is probably because she's a woman and like that's all that people probably will accept her talking about. I mean, Joan, no. It was like there's the coalition of femme comedians. Margaret Cho is like a politically like driven comic. But anyway, there's like it's that thing where like there was so much to it that I'm trying to like organize what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I love Payne learning so much so fast.
She's smart.
She is smart. I wish she would learn more from Blue Bullets, but it's fine. Did she have anything for these? I don't think so.
No. Dismantler.
Yeah.
Anti-aircraft.
I know. Don't question it. It's so funny. Yeah, she's just exposing everything, and I love her, and she's very, like, feminist in terms of, like, she's like, well, I'll never work with, like, this person, or this person again, so she's, like, this person sexually harassed me, so did this producer, and like so did him.
Whoa,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, and she's like, okay, well, this, like the guy from TMZ or whatever is in cahoots with like this person and talks to like the president and this and that, and like there's this whole, you know, like she's like spilling tea from like her place as, you know, as like Hollywood like privilege, you know, basically.
Yeah.
And
But
so
also, like, now she's like a pariah, so like it doesn't really like matter.
So
even.
it's really, really fascinating, like watching her like talk about it. And so it's like she is someone, like I was saying, where it's like you have to condemn people when they do something wrong, and like, I mean, like it depends, but like acknowledge like the work that they've done that is like, you know, bettered people, because it's like, I guess in my opinion, like, oh my god, my poor brain, my 2 brain cells are like 2 hamsters like sprinting on a wheel, and they're like, we're trying mother, and the thoughts are coming as fast as we can make them. They're like sitting in front of typewriters with guns pointed to their head.
Shut up! You're so funny. Because I imagine 2 hamsters at the typewriter.
Yeah. Hamster at the typewriter. She's done work for women in comedy and, you know, this and that, and created opportunity. And I just like, I don't know. I think as a person, as like a comedian, I think in general, comedians like will say whatever the fuck they want to say. So it's good when they have like good, like,
Oh, that woman.
where behind?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
All right.
4.
I lost 30 pounds. Totally pumped.
And 1.
Mighty Bear hat. I'm excited. Okay. Like, it's good that she's going to speak her mind, but also like speak it well. You know, like what I mean? She eats well.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
What do I do? Okay. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, first of all, get the wolf, steal some MP, and she needs to heal. Okay, it's just like a lot to manage. Okay.
Well, you're doing a lot of fighting.
Yeah. I think that was like basically because I was gonna talk to you about it like when we like, because every time, okay, because it's like I don't drive, so like anytime we're gonna hang out and or record, Elise will like pick me up, and it'll be like our servers like syncing up data, you know, like everything that like we've done either like in the last week and a half or like the last like 24 hours, you know, because we're constantly together. So I was gonna say all this, but in my brain I was like, I could say it on the channel too. I've been trying to like discern and also remember things that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm after?
I don't know. MP. I mean, I told you to do it, so I know. Oh, she's good on MP. Flan eater. Eat him. Oh, now I'm gonna get these sword girl points. Oh, in the episode after this fight. I know we're not at like a save point, but we'll continue.
I
the
totally
next
forgot.
episode. Yeah, because this episode's getting long. This stuff get long. It's like, oh fuck. We just finished Stranger Things and it was good.
Oh yeah.
Really good. And I can't say anymore because spoil, but it was good. Love it. Hate the way that certain characters were written. Love the way other characters were written. Basically, yeah, there was a lot to be excited about. I liked it. It was good. Well, that's it.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love to hear from you.
Leave a comment, give us a like, and subscribe for more.
See you in the next episode.
Stay wicked!